In mists and shadows, as ends draw near, the darkened path becomes brightly clear. As rage and toil stoke the flame, one last soul there is to claim. From behind the gates, a shadow looms, and to all Barovia, it signals doom. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of very weird. I think there's gonna be a lot of weirdness today. I think we're all feeling a bit weird. I came up with a new character called Weird Owl Yankovic that's gonna appear at some point in the future. It's a weird day, and welcome to Curse of Strahd with us, the High Rollers. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. Joining me this week are these people.
Secret tunnel.
Secret Rhiannon. We've got Rhiannon, Tom, Katie, Trot, and Kim. Yeah,
Hello.
and that's we got everyone here. Hang on.
Oh.
Just before we get into like the serious books, are those of you who wish to try, do you guys please, for our third birthday, can you try and replicate my metal dragon noise?
Oh, okay.
You have to wait for the third birthday, right?
I can practice.
Wait, but today is the third birthday.
It's today.
Yeah.
Joel.
Oh,
It
it
is
is
today.
technically today. Technicality.
Rhiannon's
Right.
nice, Tom. Okay. Oh,
Again,
no,
live
Rhiannon's
camera.
back. Go on. Give us
For the
another one.
camera. I have to look deep into the camera as well when I do it.
Yeah, you have to look dead. Very good.
Oh, Rhiannon's
no.
Oh, she's gone.
That's just constipation, Kim.
That's just me in the morning. I don't know. That's what I was channeling. I'm an old lady, all right? I need prunes. Next.
For fuck's sake.
Well,
Rhiannon's back.
Any requests?
No. There you go.
Hello. What are we doing? Sorry, my VMix haven't.
Metal
dragon noise.
What are we doing?
Metal
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 Okay.
dragon noise. But you gotta look dead into the camera.
All right.
Okay, that one wins.
That one definitely wins.
I don't want to do one. No one can beat that.
No, that's it. No, we're moving on. Rhiannon's done it. Nailed it.
I had the
Sound
harsh
cap it.
aggression. It was amazing.
It was
Incredible.
Would have that
That was
much
really
impact.
aggressive.
It was
The
very
eyes.
aggressive. I loved it.
The
It was
eyes
so
threatened.
intense. Actually, one more thing from Rhiannon, though. Rhiannon, do you want to show off your sweet new feature that you have in your real person?
What the
Oh, what?
fuck
My
kind of
my
question?
arm?
Yeah. Yeah. The tattoo, yeah.
Your
Sweet new
biological
body feature.
What a sweet new feature on your actual person.
Yeah.
You
Come
didn't
on.
ask this when I got a tattoo.
There we go.
No, it's not that, though, is it?
Woo!
Yep. I've seen mine.
Isn't it
Do you not know the leg one I've got?
show
No.
it?
You think I'm talking about
Reveal.
that? No, I've got a big leg one.
Yeah. I didn't know about that.
I'll
When
have
did you
to.
get that done?
I'll break
I can't
terms.
show mine.
I got it last year.
TOS might be. We might be right.
Yeah, it's on my leg, so I'll have to like pull my pants down to show it. So maybe not.
Have I
We're
just
getting
gone
inked.
Oh.
senile? I
Oh,
have
no.
no memory
Oh.
of you getting
Oh,
that
no.
done.
You
Yeah, I
approved
remember.
it.
Yeah, I got it done last year. You
Good
drew
work,
it.
Fuck off. That's not true. I know that's not true. I honestly, like, oh my god, I'm getting old because
Have you seen
like
my
I just
chest
have no
tattoo, Mark?
memory. Fuck off. It's Tom's face on your chest.
Tom's
Yeah.
got my foot. Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's not go into
I
that. We talked
can't
about
show
that.
mine.
No, that's definitely a TOS breach.
Yeah.
You know, although we just get a 3-day ban and then we'd be right back, wouldn't we? So it's
Oh, so I can show it.
Yeah.
Nice. Not doing it.
Get it out. Get it out.
There's no real announcements for Strahd. We don't really have announcements to talk about apart from, today it's 3 years of Erois. Technically, it's like 3 exact years of Erois.
Yay.
Obviously, we'll do a bigger thing on Sunday, which is our main Erois campaign day. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? 3 years.
That is
God, we've
cool.
been doing this
When
a
you
long
say
time,
bigger
haven't we?
thing, do you mean like we'll individually order waffles or something like that? Because that seems to be
or like, you know,
our-
Yeah.
yeah.
Go-to.
we'll play like Rhiannon's video or something. But like, yeah, that's just like a cool thing, isn't it?
Oh, if you haven't seen
Um,
on Twitter, go to High Rollers D&D. There's a lovely little
Yeah.
video that Rhiannon has made of the
Yeah.
past 3
Great
years.
job.
Yeah.
Ree.
With
Thank you.
some
Play
very
the
very
video.
funny bits.
Indeed. So tune in Sunday to celebrate. our
Yeah.
third birthday.
God, yeah, it's been a long time, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna play
Oh
some
my
Curse of
God.
Strahd now.
Oh my god!
I'm
From
out of
there
it,
to
dude.
here.
I'm having a
You're
weird
right.
fucking day. It's a weird day.
Please.
Listen. It's been a strange day. I got stupidly empathically emotional at something that I didn't need to, and now I've got hay fever. It's a weird day, so we're just gonna play
Wow.
some D&D now. Yeah,
Christ.
that's it. Recap.
Strahd.
Returning to Krezk, a strange power and vibration is felt spreading out from Castle Ravenloft, leaving the party with intense foreboding. However, the party come before the mysterious abbot and present Basilica to him. In gratitude, he uses his divine power to restore Jesper to life, using a few of his treasured possessions as an anchor for his soul. After Jesper's resurrection, Dogsbody and Irena travel to the pond in Krezk, and Dogsbody undergoes his own transformation. As the magic of the pool cleanses the lycanthropy curse, also returns some of Dogsbody's previous memories and life, and on swearing an oath, Dogsbody awakens as a new man. But before the party can fully celebrate their successes, a raging storm descends over Krezk, and in the storm clouds, dozens of black and red devils cry out and swoop down to attack the abbey and town. And commanding them stands a fully armored and battle-ready Strahd von Zarovich. And that is where we're starting. Little bits of quick notes. Jesper obviously is now back, leveled up. We have Jesper back in, and Dogsbody has indeed changed class to become a paladin and now has some different gear. You've ended up equipping some like heavy armor, splint mail, I think, right? And
Yep,
moving on from there.
splint.
Nice.
And all
So
that.
for those of you mathematicians and people that like to call them min-maxing and stat stuff, just be aware that, yeah, there's been a couple of little changes and swaps around and stuff like that. In terms of, and Katie wasn't here last week, we've caught her up as best as possible, but Katie, if there's any questions, just be like, wait, did that happen? And then we'll just fill you in.
Seems pretty standard, you know. If we're Strahd, if we're honest, no surprises in Strahd.
It was like a couple of nice things, and then, oh no, a really bad thing. So, perfectly in line
Legasp.
with Strahd.
Standard.
Oh
Like
no,
gasp.
imminent death. Cool.
Imminent Curse of Strahd. You currently have with you Ismark and Irena. Esmeralda was up at the Abbey, working with the abbot to coordinate. And the original plan, before this sudden storm and these demons and things had come in, the previous plan was to take the abbot's kind of makeshift army that he's really created, this kind of religious zealot army of the townspeople of Krezk who have sworn absolute loyalty to the abbot, and as well as these angel creatures that he seemingly has created or summoned, you're not quite sure. And the idea was to take all of them and to march on Vallaki and then on to Castle Ravenloft and use that army as some sort of distraction whilst you guys entered Castle Ravenloft to try and either kill Strahd or stop whatever he's up to. Because there is definitely something afoot, something unnatural is happening. I mentioned it in the recap, but you felt this strange pulse kind of echo through the land of Barovia, and I believe it was the Maya and maybe Dogsbody could sense that there was almost like a ticking, like the turning of cogwheels in the earth itself. As well as Jesper, who was currently his soul while he was trapped in the mists, became aware that something was kind of, not sure, maybe feeding on or stealing or taking the souls of the people of Barovia from the mists. And that was something that Jesper saw just before he was returned to life. And that's kind of all led up to this moment. And then, yeah, the storm has rolled in. There is torrential rain, heavy winds blowing everywhere, thick storm clouds kind of coat the sky, lightning flashing in the distance. And yeah, this just swarms of these devils have just descended from the sky like beasts. And you can hear the sounds of the villagers of Krezk like calling, to arms, blah, blah, kind of shouting to each other and things like that. You have seen Strahd up in the air. You don't know if Strahd has seen you. You don't know, is he just attacking or if he's coming for you. But you are currently in just a small cottage. There's not really... This is not going to hold up if it comes to any sort of attack. It is quite a flimsy little cottage, really.
So comparatively, how big is the army that we're with versus the army in the sky?
Well, there's probably there are probably more like zealots and militia, let's call them, in Krezk. The difference is they can't fly and they're not demons or devils or whatever they are. So even though there's maybe there's like 24, maybe a dozen or 24 demons flying around, they can literally swoop down, attack, grab these people, and then fly away again. And there's like some crossbows, and you can see like flame, like hunting bows and things like that. But the arrows just don't seem to have as much of an effect against the demons. You guys have encountered this. I think all of you, as adventurers or spiritual beings of the swamp, would know that things like demons and devils, normal weapons are almost half as effective against them. So even against massed fire, these guys are going to potentially struggle. But at the same time, you guys are way too outnumbered. To take on this many devils and things like that, that is not probably going to be an easy battle.
Okay. All right.
Irena and Ismark will both kind of look in horror. Irena also being the kind of shared consciousness of Tatiana, who's semi-awakened. They look around, look up into the sky, and Ismark just goes, "We cannot stay here. We should try and get to the Abbey. That abbot was powerful enough to return Jesper to life. He would be, if we have to fight the devil, I would rather have the abbot nearby. And that Esmeralda woman, she seemed to know a thing or two about fighting vampires as well. I think that we should make for the Abbey. If we stay here, if those things swarm us, or if he finds us here, we'll be trapped."
My children can help buy us some cover. And I'll cast Pass Without Trace and give us some hiding spots.
So do we see like all the bugs around the village, like all these like little cottages and things like that? We begin to see all these like bot flies and mosquitoes and all these insects just and create like a blanket.
Why bot flies?
Bot flies.
Hat Films have been talking a lot about it. It was on my mind. Flame drop.
Thanks. Jesper will nod at Ismark and not really look at the bugs, but he will say to everybody else, "I agree. We must steel ourselves. It's not going to be easy to get to the Abbey." And I will cast or perform Counter Charm. So what this does, I gain the ability to use musical notes or words of power to disrupt mind-influencing effects. As an action, I can start a performance that lasts until the end of your next turn. During that time, any friendly creatures within 30 feet have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. So,
wow.
Damn. So like Jesper is just giving like this constant
Stealing
sort of
everyone.
like stealing everybody with words or like reminders to be aware and be vigilant. And that's just the magic of the bard is kind of ensorceling your mind and helping protect it from these external charms and things like that. Cool. Anything else you guys would like to do or prep, or do you just want to try and make your way towards the Abbey?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's go. Let's rock and roll.
Let's go, gamers.
All right, let's go, gamers. Well, if you guys are going to try and go kind of basically sneak to the Abbey while this fighting is all going on, I definitely think that a round of stealth checks from everybody, please. Unless there is another skill. If there is another skill that you think could help in this scenario, you are always welcome to use that instead. But yeah, this is going to be a group check, so I need at least half the group, including the NPCs, to succeed.
You all
We
get
have-
plus 10.
I'm a clunky paladin boy.
And you
now,
all have,
so-
you all have plus 10 from
10.
Pass Without Trace.
Plus 10,
Oh,
right.
all right. Okay. Well, I have 28.
Cool.
I'm gone.
26.
I vanished.
26, 28,
33.
26.
33. All right.
16.
Irena is 30. 16. Is that with the +10, Dog's Body?
Yes, I'm a big chunky
Cool.
paladin boy now.
You're actually
I've
not
got
the,
big, clunky
the
armor.
loudest. Ismark, with a whopping 15, is definitely the loudest. Even Dog's Body with the new armor, you're kind of still adjusting to it and things like that. Ismark, with half of his face still burnt, covered by this mask, his depth perception is a little bit out, is stumbling and struggling as he makes his way. However, pretty much with everybody else, because I think, Ree, what was it you got? Did you get 20-something? Or 26, yeah. Everybody else, you are kind of covering for each other. So even though Dog's Body and Ismark are kind of stumbling or making noise, with the advantage of the buzzing insects, and being able to kind of use moments like maybe Rose sneaks up ahead and signals when it's clear for Ismark and Dog's Body to make their way so that they don't alert everybody. The Maya's vines kind of stretching out and holding everybody back as you see a demon kind of sweep down and fly into a building and start tearing off the windows before it like flees off with somebody in its arms, just kind of flies away, and then you kind of sneak around the sides of the buildings.
They won't be in Curse of Strahd too.
Moving around, you can hear the sounds of battle. As soon as you kind of leave the cottage, you can begin to hear shouts and orders, "For the abbot! For the abbot! We die in his name! Die for the abbot!" You can kind of hear these zealots trying to rally each other, and they are holding these creatures off, but it is a losing battle over time. You can hear the sort of creatures being fended off, but then they regroup and come at different angles. In the sky, you see several of these angelic beings that the abbot seems to have as allies. They're actually flying in and having mid-air battles with some of these demons. Angelic wings, as they clash with steel and weapons and wrestle in mid-air, trying to drag some of these larger creatures to the ground in these kind of mid-air confrontations. But there's not enough of these angels, and quite often you see at least two of them are ganged up by 2 or 3 of the demons or the devils, and they're just pulled apart. The demons run up, grabbing like their long claws, ripping into their flesh and skin, and you can almost see on these angelic beings where they're kind of ripped apart. They come apart a little bit too easily, and you can see that they're torn in almost these perfect geometrical lines. Parts of their arm almost comes completely free and loose, as if a cut or as if some sort of incision had already been made there. The wings themselves are pulled and ripped off with surprising ease as they do so.
They won't be in Curse of Strahd too.
That's all Tom has time for. He's going to have to leave now.
Bye.
Bye. The whole time that this is going on, by the way, you are all now completely drenched with rain. Like the whole place is under this torrential storm that seemed to have almost come out of nowhere. The howling wind, and all of this is aiding you in kind of staying undetected by these demons that are flying around, because the wind is so fierce, the rain is so heavy, there's peals of thunder, and it's kind of helping mask all your movement. But you quickly find yourselves completely drenched, soaked through cold. The air is blowing like this northern wintry wind through you, and so it feels very oppressive, almost like this sudden just despair has been unloaded onto Krezk. However, you do eventually make it up the hill, kind of pausing, and this takes you a good bit of time. This maybe takes you sort of 5 or 10 minutes, having to hold and wait for demon patrols to kind of pass or sneak up and make your way around. The terrible weather kind of slowing you as you go. But eventually you make your way to the top of the hill, and you can see that coming out of the forest that you had previously left, where the werewolf den was coming from the other side of town, there are 50, 100 large wolves, all howling, their eyes blood red, and they're almost using the dead bodies of their own fallen pack as a ramp to try and get up the walls of the abbey. just howling and screaming. And you can see there's a few defenders in their tattered tabards, these homemade tabards imprinted with the symbol of the abbey itself, with crossbows and pitchforks, trying to fend them off as these wolves just trying to desperately get on top of the gates. However, that's all from a side, coming from the side of the hill opposite to you. So you can see this in the distance, but it's still too far away to be a threat to you, but also too far away for you to really be of any aid. There is a small gatehouse with a large kind of iron portcullis, and when you arrive, you can actually see on top of the tower Esmeralda is there. She has like a crossbow out, and you can see that she has some flasks of something like on a bandolier over her chest, and she's fending off several of these demons, kind of firing bolts up into the air, and is manning this tower. You can see a few dead zealots around her in the tabards, and she seems to be pretty injured herself, but she is there nonetheless. But she hasn't seen you when you approach.
Guessing we would get her attention.
The portcullis is currently down, so unless you want to try and force your way through it, it would require some sort of
climbing of some kind.
Well, you need to climb up over the towers. They're sort of like 15, 20 feet tall towers, slicked with rain now. Climbing them would be
people out.
Basically. Difficult to climb, not impossible, but difficult. Or the other one is to, call out to her and see if she can open them from the top of the tower.
Is there some kind of like lever or something on the other side?
Yeah, you can see that there's like a big sort of like pull wheel that opens the portcullis.
Sure, I'll gaseous form and just right through.
Yeah,
and then
perfect.
start pulling the portcullis down.
So I guess when the Maya becomes gaseous form, like, is it like a full gas, or do you just become like a crawling mass of vines or something? Or
it's like a Thanos snap, but my dust and spores stick around and it just floats through the air. Don't breathe me, you will die. And I'll go through the portcullis and start pulling it down.
You'll need to reform, because you won't be able to interact with the wheel in a gaseous form. So fine. You end the gaseous form, and then and you see the Maya. It's built so that, using a system of pulleys and winches, like one person can pull it up, but it just takes some time. Esmeralda, in a sort of panic when she hears the gate being lifted, immediately like throws herself almost to the side, so she's leaning over the wall, points a crossbow down, and you just see like for a moment like she nearly pulls the trigger, and she's just like, Maya? Maya, is that you? Kind of speaks to you.
Maya? Oh, wait, me, Maya?
Yeah.
You're the one pulling the lever.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, for some reason, when you were saying Maya, I was like, M-A-Y-A. We don't know anyone like that. Maya.
Sorry, I didn't put the
one
full
thing.
The. I didn't put the.
When you don't say the, it's someone else entirely.
Oh my god.
We need to get to safety. We need to get in. I'm opening the gate.
Quickly, yes. And then she turns up. One of these demons swoops in and she pulls one of these flasks, throws it up, and it splashes water. It just looks like water to you. But as soon as it covers the demon, it screeches like it's been burnt by acid and flies off in a spiraling direction away, trying to claw at its face and wipe this painful liquid from it. But yeah, you managed to pull open the portcullis. You rush all through. Esmeralda is like, quickly, I didn't see you down there, come on, we need to make our way inside.
I'll run in and also man the lever as well, and as soon as
help
the
Maya
last
and
person's
stuff
through, just help push it and slam that portcullis behind us.
Sure. Yeah, because you will need to lower it as well. Yeah, Ismark, I think, like, Jesper, Ismark, Dog's Body, and the Maya, like, the four of you together can easily throw this open as Rose, Irena, and Remaya all kind of make their way through. As you're lowering the portcullis, Esmeralda starts to begin sliding down a ladder towards you. There is a loud peal of thunder. And the wind seems to intensify for a moment, like a howling, shrieking wind, screaming in your ears. And then, unnoticed, by the rain, by the wind, a shape begins to descend in the courtyard of the abbey itself, floating down. When you've seen Strahd von Zarovich before, you've always seen him in the attire of a gentleman, a well-tailored coat and shirt, never like as a warrior, but more as a sort of nobleman. This is not the Strahd you see before you. Decked in black plate armor, sculpted with the face of a screaming bat with giant wings calling up the collarbone, and a big, long, crimson red cape hanging behind him. In a scabbard at his side is a long sword, a bejeweled black thing of eloquent beauty. His hair still flowing long and dark, but in the wind, it doesn't even move an inch. It's unnaturally calm and straight, as if the wind is not even there for him. He descends slowly from the air, and his red eyes look down. I expected that you would come here. His eyes glance over the group. Where is my beloved Tatiana? He locks eyes onto Irena. Irena looks up. I am not your beloved, nor have I ever been. You are a beast, a fiend, a monster who killed his own brother for his pathetic dark desires. Do not speak to me in such a way, creature. You see Strahd's lip kind of curls and snarls. I see that you have allied yourself with this vermin that has been crawling around my lands, disrupting my great works. I will not offer you another chance, Tatiana. You rebuked me once for that fool, Sergei, but you do not understand what you refuse now. Come with me, join me as my bride, or you will be lost. You will be consumed like the rest of the pathetic souls in this place. I offer you one last chance of freedom. Irena just looks around at the group.
Jesper says, you need to understand when no means no. And he's gonna open his sun sword and flash it. And Jesper stance.
The light seems to just radiate, and you see Strahd like holds up a hand to this blinding light.
He's also going to use that as a counter charm and keep everyone.
Yeah, well,
boosted.
we'll assume because counter charm you have to do as an action, right?
Yeah,
so
that'll be my action.
It's an action.
For this.
So yeah, until you do something else as an action. Just if I go to charm, just remember that you've used it. But obviously, if you do an attack or cast a spell, that's your action. You won't be able to counter charm that turn. Strahd kind of hisses. The sunlight kind of you. I thought Baba Lysaga had consumed your pathetic life. No matter. Whatever weapons or relics you think you have no idea the power that I have now mastered. So be it, vermin. I have grown tired of your games, of your wretched interference, of your disturbances. I forgave you once. I allowed you to live before when I took that cat from you. But now, this time, playtime is over. And we're going to roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
Whee! Here it comes.
I'm just going to put old Strahd on the token layer. Look out, boy. It Strahd you up.
You currently cannot see a map.
Yes, I can also see a map.
Bums. It's because of this like bloody Fog of War legacy stuff.
Well, I got a big 14. It's not a huge 14. A sizable 14.
I got 6.
13.
So
Can you see anything now?
Saw it for a flash.
Yeah, I can see
I've
it now.
got it.
Second.
Oh no, wait, it's gone.
Okay, hang on. Bear with me. Bear
Minuscule
with
6.
me. Oh, don't read me out your stuff. I can't do everything at once, people.
Nice.
I can't be
like
everywhere
it.
at once, people. I'm in dire need of assistance. Vision.
I mean, I was like seconds away during that entire speech to just be like, "Oh, he's here. Cool. Let's just start fighting now." Oh, he's talking.
Yeah.
This means nothing to Maya.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to let me have a little villain monologue, please.
I know you were going to have a little speech. We're saying, Maya.
Just stand there
Maya.
yawning while he's going. Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow. That would be a pretty big diss.
Rose
Come on,
wouldn't
everyone-
do that. Ayla would.
Everyone loves a good...
Rose
yeah,
wouldn't
Ayla
do
absolutely
that.
would. Everyone loves a good villain monologue.
Oh yeah.
I liked... My favorite thing was Kim's expression as I was describing him, and Kim's just like...
Uh-oh.
Rob's eyes.
Right, can you guys see now?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
No.
I believe so.
Hang on, let me refresh. I'll refresh.
Have a refresh.
I can see a big Strahd stood right in front of me. He's less sexy in the portrait.
You
than
might
the
need to
Strahd.
move it around, Katie, but you should be able to. The token's got vision. It's got
Oh, I don't know. He is pretty sexy.
it's assigned to Rose.
I think it's just my roll
background
20
on
is not
D&D
showing me
on.
anything. It's still loading.
Mine's not showing
right?
it for me either.
Oh, is it like still loading? It says.
Well, I
We'll give it a
refreshed.
refresh. I can move you around and just describe stuff to you, but
You may have to, but I cannot. Oh wait, no, I see it now. It's back.
oh
We're good.
fuck! I just moved the map by accident.
Yeah, I can't see nothing.
He as a point, he is still floating about maybe sort of 30 feet up in the air. He's just hovering up there
Oh.
like a badass with his cape sort of just gently wafting behind him, like Omni-Man in Invincible, just stood there looking scary. Initiatives.
Yeah.
Jesper,
21.
21. Rose,
6.
6. Irena, I have not rolled. I will roll now. Oh, that's lovely. That's super handy. That is a 7. Dog's body,
13.
13. The Maya.
13.
Which Maya?
Sorry, Maya.
13.
13. Tom Maya.
14.
Lovely. And then Lord Strahd von Zorovich.
Wait,
Okay.
what was our boy? What was achievement boy? His mark.
Oh, fuck. I'm fucking hang on.
He is in this fight. Because I mean, he's probably going to die right now. Are we going to lose that achievement?
Give me a second.
How dare you?
Okay, I also
If we lose that
forgot
achievement,
Esmeralda
can we
as
all
well.
just lie on the ground and just give up? No, I refuse to play
That's right.
until he's back.
On the cheek.
Resurrect him immediately.
But Maya is
die.
No,
the
it'll just
ground.
be, we can just count that as a TPK. You know, we can just be like, yeah, no, he's dead now.
Reset the save. Roll
The
back
campaign
the
ends with everyone just laying down, laying dead.
save. Like in that
Protest,
Radiohead
like-
video.
No.
If I was a good GM, I would have had all of this done beforehand, but I'm a terrible GM.
Do I paladin? That's fine. It
How
gives me
does
more chance
a
to
paladin?
figure out how to paladin.
Divine Smite.
3.
Yeah, sure.
On
We'll just
repeat.
put those.
DMs.
Lay on hands. On repeat.
Lay on hands. And
Lay
then
on
I need Irena's stats. That's the last thing I need. Cool. Well, it is Jesper up first, and then we have Dog's Body going after him. So
Oh God!
take us away, Jesper.
Yes, we'll stand at the front, some sort equipped, and he's going to hold his action that if Strahd comes into Molo range, then he will attack.
Okay. All right. That's it.
More orange.
So, holding your action means using your action. So it means counter charm will. Lefinitos. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So you stand at the ready, holding up the sun sword. If he comes within melee range, you are going to attack him. Very good. Do we see like Jesper take on like a stance? Like is he kind of raising up his weapons in a readying stance?
Yeah, I would say so. He's not exactly adept at the sun sword, but he's used rapiers and things like finesse weapons in the past. So.
And that's the thing is the sun sword is incredibly light. So even though it's kind of more, it looks like more like a long sword. It feels just like your rapier or your short sword. It doesn't, you feel like you could fight with it in the same manner.
I think he's been careful with it because it is a sword made out of the sun. So he's holding it away from himself like a two hands.
So we have Dog's Body, then Remire, and then Tom Meyer. So have a think about what you guys want to do. Dog's Body.
He's 30 foot up, right?
He's currently 30 feet up in the air, yes.
Okay, cool. And I'm sorry, I'm looking on the map in VMix. How far away from him am I?
So these squares are all 10 feet squares. So right now he is about, you can use the ruler tool, by the way.
I can't see the map in Roll20, so I'm looking at it in
hang on.
20.
Dynamic vision is on, but you should be able to. You might, if you just give it a refresh when you get a chance, Kim. It should be working now. But you're about 20 feet.
I had to scroll down a lot to see
basically, it. I wanna activate the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Sure, what does it do?
So if I could move 20. Can I move to the head of the flank, so in front of Jesper and Irena? And then I will hold up my wonderful symbol. Actually, let me just check I can do something as a bonus action as well, because I might as well just do that. I will cast Shield of Faith on Jesper as I walk past. I almost see it as like as I kind of walk past. I place a hand on him. You've got this, friend. And then walk past, and then hold. Walk up to Strahd and hold out the symbol, and it will shed bright light in a 30-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 30 feet. And the light is sunlight and lasts for 10 minutes, or until I end the effect.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
That is what I
so this radiant light just blares. So with the sun sword and the symbol of Ravenloft illuminated, in this kind of dark, grey, miserable storm where the rain is just coming down, there is just this globe, this bubble of bright sunlight that engulfs the area. Can you just tell me what was the range of that again for Dog's Body? I'm just going to put a aura on you so I know where it is.
30-foot radius. Well, it's 30-foot bright light and 30-foot dim light.
Right. And then what does it say about the sunlight? Is the sunlight only in the bright light, or does it just say it's all sunlight?
It just says the light is sunlight, so I presume all light.
Yeah, I'll do it. I think I'm gonna kind of count it as 30 feet radius, because the dim light, I think Strahd's like an elite vampire, so I think it's the bright sunlight would be the thing that affects him the most. And then what's it on the sun sword, Trot? Does it say there what the aura is on the sun sword? I'm actually just going to give myself a visual representation of the ranges of the sunlight here.
Everything the light touches.
Everything light touches, Simba. He's reading.
The sun sword is all lore dump on the... So I'm going to need to find the original, not the...
Okay, well, I'll come back to that then. That's fine. We see this kind of powerful globe of sunlight, and Strahd is just holding up his hand. You can see the light is causing like his skin to burn, and he's kind of holding his hand up, gritting his teeth. But it's not like in movies where he's instantly killed by the sunlight, right? Like it's burning him, but he's not about to explode into dust from this. Like he's clearly pained by it, but not fully, destroyed or anything like that.
15 feet.
15-foot radius. Perfect.
Damn, you got a lot of sunlight.
Yes.
Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun. Da, da, da. Is that it, Dog's Body? Full turn?
Yes. So.
Right. Remire, then Tom Meyer.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna drop my Pass Without Trace, and then I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire Let's see if this works. Are these 10-foot squares?
These are all 10-foot squares, yes.
So I'm going to do a 20-foot cube, starting from the square that Strahd's in, then the one behind him, one below him, and then the one diagonally from him. He's drawn it on the map.
Perfect. There. Magic. Amazing. And that's a saving throw for me, yes?
Yeah. Dex save.
Dex saving throw. I've got a very big stat block, so please do bear with me.
Is that up in the air around him as well?
Oh, natural 1 for a total of 11.
He fails a Dex save. So
you see... Yeah, this like swarm of like fireflies. I think we've done fairy fires before, isn't it? It's like glow bugs and fireflies kind of outlining Strahd, helping to guide attacks and prevent him from trying to hide invisibly. I'm not going to use any of his legendary resistances against that. That's fine. You guys can have that one. It's just the sunlight is bothering him. He does not seem to care about the bugs. He's just sort of like at the sunlight. Okay. Anything else, Remai? Do you want to move? You've kind of got this big open air abbey. You can see that there's a graveyard to the south. There's the gates. The portcullis is shut, because you guys did say you shut the portcullis. So going out the way you just came is not an option. The towers kind of rise up above you, and then there's the stone wall, and you can hear the sounds of fighting and things like that, all coming from nearby.
Yeah, I'll probably move down here. So I'm just by Rose and... Yeah.
Moving towards Tatiana. The graveyard, which is to the south. Yep, cool. And then you move towards Tatiana and Rose. Perfect. Amazing. All right, Tom Meyer. In fact, actually, no. At the end of Remeyer's go, Strahd's going to use a legendary action. And who doesn't... When Sunlight's bothering him. Sunlight is bothering him.
Really?
Yeah. He is going to... back up temporarily. So he flies, and I'm going to check the range on that, but I believe that he is... Yep. So he flies, he kind of like whoosh, zooms backwards, where the brightest of the sunlight, he gets just onto the edge of it. And you can see that there's still dim sunlight there that is bothering him. You can see it kind of like burning at his skin, but it's nowhere near as intense anymore. And he kind of just whoosh, rushes backwards at the end of Remeyer's turn. Tom Meyer.
Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. So there's sunlight coming from Dog's body 30 feet right now. I would like to cast Grasping Vine, and I'll place it somewhere amongst the group. And anything within 30 feet, I can grab and pull into the vine. So I want to pull him back into the sunlight, if possible.
Mark, where you would like your where do you want to place the Grasping Vine? Where do you want to emerge from the ground, erupting from it?
So I guess within 30 feet of him.
So it needs to be in front of Dog's body. Anywhere in front of Dog's body is 30 feet.
Okay, I'll go for the one just slightly to the right of Dog's body.
Place just draw like a little green circle or something on there for me, so I know where it is.
Something gross. Sure. And I'll pull that one out and try and grab him and pull him in. He needs to make a Dex save.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah.
It's 29.
Okay.
I'm using the D&D Beyond dice roller, by the way, if you guys want to see my rolls.
But also, I want to use my wild shape to gain 32 temporary HP and harden my entire ass body with vines and spikes and stuff.
Nice.
Harden my entire ass.
Symbiotic entity. And yeah, I'll move forward to be like amongst the frontline infantry. Couldn't pull him down.
All right. So yeah, you see this Grasping Vine emerges. It kind of rips up from the ground. It whips out towards Strahd. He parries it with the blade. He kind of, in a lightning flash action, he draws the longsword and it cuts the vine, cuts the tip of it off before it reaches him, and just like a quick fluid flicking motion as it just kind of flaps to the ground. He sneers for a moment, That is the end of your turn, is it not, Tom Meyer?
That's the lot.
Okay, yeah. His go. I didn't use up any of his legendary actions. I thought I'd give it a little bit of a wait. On his turn, he is going to cast a spell. Going to cast a lovely spell. Now, do I want to? I think I want to do this to begin with, because I think he could do. I think he needs a bit of help. I think Strahd needs a pal. So he is going to. He kind of reaches up. He says, "That light will only protect you so much." And he brings up a hand. You can see flame begins to kind of coil around it, and he almost like cuts through the air with his hand, and it forms like a rip in the world. And from it crawls this red-skinned, devil-looking creature with these long, dark horns and a kind of pointed sort of trident as it just kind of... It's going to use the spell Summon Fiend to conjure a fiendish spirit that emerges. It shows your initiative count. It takes your turn immediately after yours. Perfect. Yeah. He's just going to summon a little devil friend, which I've got here.
Good.
And can I summon it? You could fall this Swedish for the range area. Oh, in an unoccupied space. Not marvelous. So he will conjure that next to Dog's body and the Maya. And you see this thing kind of pull itself free. And it is going to make... the Fiend makes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level. And this is a 6th level spell, so it's going to make 3 attacks.
Oh my God.
These I'm going to have to do manually. So the first one we'll have against... we'll have it go against Tom Meyer.
You saw the roll first!
I didn't. I was looking at the D20 thing, and then I glanced over to where the roll was.
Tom!
That's a natural 20.
Oh my God!
I would like to parry. I would like to sort that out. I'm not having that. I would like to use my reaction. It's not as good as it sounds, but hold on a minute. I'm just panicking, going through all my tabs. Interception. When a creature you see hits a target other than you within 5 foot of an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage taken by the target by a roll. It's a D10 plus 3.
Nice.
So I'm gonna intercept. I rolled
Sure, that's
8,
how
9, 10,
parrying
11.
works.
So
Whatever the damage
it's not
is,
parrying,
take
it's
11 off of
interception.
it. Yeah, it's
so
a
take
separate
11 off
ability.
your
I
damage.
actually think it's really good interception. I actually rate it more than the disadvantage, because the in most chances interception is causing the character to take less damage, because the disadvantage is still a chance that it can hit. So this is going to be so we're using the crit rules. This is going to be 15, 21 plus another D12, so 21, 31 minus 11, 20 points of damage to the Maya, as this thing kind of and Dog's body tries to deflect it and tries to divert it. Instead of going into your throat, he kind of just impales your shoulder with this this trident. Dog's body, then another attack's going to come your way. This is going to be the second attack, and then the last one. Who's that? Who have I got there? Is that Ismark, or is that
Where?
Irena.
here? I've got a
Isn't
thing
that
in the way
Ismark?
that. That's Ismark. Okay. I've got like an
I
annoying.
pinged top left. That's his mark top left.
It's
away from
Irena.
the-
Hang on,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Irena's in the middle.
Irene's in the middle. Who's this? Who's? Oh God, I can't. This is the problem with Roll20 is I can't see where like all of the tokens are. That's it's Jesper. Okay, so it's Jesper's next to Dog's body. So first one's going to be against Dog's body, and then the second one's going to be against. The third one's going to be against Jesper. God, I'm really out of it today. I'm sorry, guys. So Dog's body, that's going to be a spell attack modifier to hit. Fuck me. Plus 11, so 18.
Oh.
Exactly. Oh, 18 was my AC.
18 hits, and then Jesper, I'll just see if this hits you as well. So that's going to be 19 to hit.
Yeah.
So
You
Dog's
got
body,
+2, don't
this
forget. Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be plus 9. So that's 13 to Dog's body, and 23 to Jesper, as this devil is like swinging this trident around in a desperate attempt.
6 HP.
You long rested, Jesper. You took a long rest.
Yeah.
Wait, did we all long rest? Because I definitely haven't taken a long rest on my. Okay,
take a long rest. Take a long rest.
You.
Take a long rest.
Sorry, 23.
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Good lord. No, 19. Sorry, not 23. 19. So, fix that. Right. I'm sorry. I'm really out of it today. I'm trying to keep on top of everything. He used his action. The last thing he's going to do. This is Strahd, by the way. No, in fact, he's not going to do that. I'm going to save that for a cool moment. Irena will go. Oh,
this is what I said, Mark, and then you killed Strahd.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Irena is going to use her Mantle of Inspiration, which is one of her uses of Bardic Inspiration. She begins to sing out this beautiful Barovian ballad that kind of instills you all. She can grant 4 creatures, so Dog's Body, Maya, Jesper, and Rose. You guys get 5 temporary hit points, and you can each move. You can use your reaction. So Dog's Body, you can't do this because you've already used your reaction. Everybody else, you can move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yes. Can I do that now?
So you can get away from the devil that's just appeared.
What do I want to do with that? Let's see.
I'm keeping that sun sword on Strahd.
Yeah, sure.
So I
you rush up towards him.
You'll
yeah,
not
absolutely.
get away.
I am going to do I'm going to do a little bit of damage to Strahd because he was in the dim light, the dim sunlight. So what I'm going to do is normally I'll reveal the mechanic. If he's in direct sunlight, Strahd takes 20 radiant damage at the start of his turn. In the dim light, I'm going to say he takes 10 points of radiant damage, and I think that's like a really good way of like bright and dim, right?
Yeah,
like it's not as powerful. So I have him take 10 points of radiant damage in the dim light, but then the bright light of the sun sword is now kind of up in his face. He's still up in the air, by the way. Yes, but he's still 30 feet up in the air.
Like, pointing it up at him.
Pointing it up as high as you can, high as you can muster. Irena will also, she will move back towards Esmeralda and her brother, and that's probably going to be it for her turn. She wants to wait until more people need things like heals and stuff before she gets casting spells. Rose, and then 2 more NPCs. Brilliant. I love it. I love it when I basically play by myself.
I am going to take 2 shots at the devil plus demon.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Thing. That one.
Sounds good to me.
18 to hit.
18. 12. Do you know what? An 18 just misses this thing. The thick armor plates on its body, the arrow kind of just bounces off. But it nearly pierced through it. You could see that it was so close to penetrating the carapace of this thing, and then it just glanced off.
26 to hit.
That will hit.
Rose damage, not Ayla damage. Okay, that is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okie dokie. I'll track this on this guy.
Can I put my Slayer's Prey on to Strahdy Boy plus?
Absolutely, as long as it all fulfills the normal requirements of being in range and stuff, which I believe you would know. So you plant the mark on Strahd. Anything else, Rose, on your turn?
See with it, yeah, it fits. No, I just moved recently, so I am good.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Rose, Strahd is going to use a legendary action to swoop down towards Jesper.
I just realized my reaction was when he was in range. I guess he's not in range, is he?
Well, he is.
He's going to be now, though.
Yeah, so technically here's the thing. To trigger a held action takes your reaction. You used your reaction to move closer to him. Yeah. So unfortunately the held action doesn't pop off.
Was that not
it was a cool idea.
free?
So the thing is holding the action, it's holding the action he did in his turn, but to use the held action, Jesper has to use his reaction. He used his reaction when Irena let him move.
It gave me
I thought that the movement was free and not that he...
No, it costs his reaction to use the movement. Yeah. So he unfortunately can't trigger the held action, unfortunately. But this isn't a move and attack thing. Strahd just literally swoops down, raising a fist, ready to basically punch you in the face. Or maybe grab you. You don't know. Yeah, winding it up. And in doing so, he also stops himself from being up on his own, which was what Esmeralda was hoping to do. Because it means that things like Lightning Bolt now are going to be a bit harder to pull off. She will... I mean, she could do, yeah. Yeah, maybe. She will...
She would have if it was Dog's body.
Probably. No, you're not a guy anymore. She's gonna be defensive. She's gonna cast Mirror Image on herself, and then she's gonna basically begin moving up with her weapons and get in position to help with this devil for the time being. But you see her form kind of split into 4 Esmeraldas, kind of encircling herself to kind of protect herself. Ismark the Lesser is gonna charge towards this demon, seeing that this demon has already caused great harm to some of his friends already. Ismark rushes forth, screaming, Silver Flail in one hand,
Here we go.
and his hand axe in the other one. Silver Flail, here we go. D20. It's a natural 1. First attack with a Silver Flail is a miss.
Hey,
Ismark, second attack with a Silver Flail is a miss. With the hand axe.
God.
Is another miss.
Come on, Ismark.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Off the demon's carapace. Ping, 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 ping. You know, he's screaming. He's got all the passion, all the energy, but none of the none of the power.
Bad extra in a fight scene.
Yeah, basically. At the end of Ismark's turn, Strahd is going to use a legendary action to attack Jesper. He is going to make an unarmed strike against Jesper.
Just unarmed. Jeez.
Ooh, only an 11, however. So you kind of bring the Sunsword up to parry the blows, if you would, still treating it like a normal weapon. And that causes Strahd at the last minute to kind of kind of pull himself backwards, missing with the attack as you bring up the Sunsword in defense. Jesper, your turn.
He's going to attack, finally. Get his chance. Sunsword, here we go. First one is a 24 to hit.
That will hit. The blade of light cuts through Strahd's armor as if it was not there.
You do have advantage as well, I think, with Fairy Fire.
You do. Anybody attacking Strahd has advantage because of the Fairy Fire.
I'm doing it two-handed, by the way, because I specified 21 damage.
Okay. 21 points of damage to Strahd.
I'm going to roll
and that's
for
all radiant damage. Yeah, that's all radiant damage. So the sword cuts through and Strahd just lets out this primal scream when you do.
Second attack then, rolling twice.
With advantage.
Yeah. 23 again. And a 20... 2 23s.
Wait.
They were literally 2 23s.
You did like a roll beforehand, but yeah, 23 still hits.
Yeah, the custom rolls to see if the previous one had critted or not.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, both the second on the backswing, again, kind of almost unable to defend himself from this Sunsword. The weapon just carves through.
You will die this day,
damage.
devil.
Pathetic weapon will not kill me, nor will you. You are nothing. You are garbage. You are less than the worms in the earth.
Tatiana feels the same way of you.
End of your turn, Jesper.
Hey, what the fuck?
He is going to make.
Snap!
He's going to make another unarmed strike against Jesper. I need to remember he has disadvantage because he's in bright light. So that's a 14.
No. Boom.
Okay, so again, the bright light of the sunsword is literally fending Strahd off. Like, he can't bring himself to deliver these blows because the blinding power, this radiant energy of the sunsword is just keeping him at bay as he desperately tries to strike. Dog's body.
Just for those keeping note, I rolled my concentration check for Shield of Faith on Jesper, and I rolled an 11.
Nice.
Because I got attacked by the fiend. I'm going to do something probably very silly and disengage. Not disengage. I'm going to move away from the fiend without disengaging, so they have an. Wait, no, I have a reaction now.
So yeah, you've regained your reaction. Yeah, it's a new turn, so you regain your reaction.
In which case, is Strahd within 30 foot of me? Sorry, I still can't access the map. It still hasn't loaded up.
Weird.
So if I move over.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna move up next to Jesper and wail on Strahd, basically.
Okay. Sure. Well, your reaction doesn't stop. This thing will still get to attack you because your reaction, it's an action to disengage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not.
So this thing will still get a swipe.
What was the thing that Irena?
Yeah, that was a one. That was a one only deal.
That was one.
That was a one-time only thing. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then. Keep going then.
Get an attack against you. That's going to be quite high. I think that's 25.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Boop, boop, boop. 18 points of damage.
Okay. That's all right.
This demon rakes your back with a giant claw.
Fine. I will go over to Jesper and I'm going to attack Strahd. And yeah, I'm going to Divine Smite him as well as attacking him. And obviously, all of this sunlight in his face, probably not going to be very nice. Probably going to be very mad at me. But let's go. First attack is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
5, 6, 7. So, sorry, 8 points of axe damage.
It's not a magical axe, though, is it?
It's not a magical axe at this moment in time. No,
okay.
It isn't.
So halved.
But the Divine Smite. Where the hell is Divine Smite just gone? That's
so it's 2d8 when you use a first level spell, plus another d8 for every spell slot above second level and higher, and then another d8 because he's undead.
Because he's undead. So here we go.
There's 3d8 and then more if you're casting it at a high level.
2 8s! I rolled
nice.
2 8s. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 points of radiant damage.
25, and was that a second level spell slot, yeah?
That was a second level spell slot that I'm going to pour into that.
So yeah, the axe comes sweeping down, and fueled by that oath that you swore to your friends, the axe blade begins to shine with light. And whilst the axe itself doesn't seem to do much to Strahd's flesh, the burning light does hideously burn, and you can see it kind of cuts through his undead flesh without much resistance.
Cute. When it comes to weapons, can you change your weapon? Because I've got an extra attack. Or is that too so I can
I would say you can swap the weapon, but it means you'd have to drop the axe. So the axe you won't be able to use again. It'd be like dropping the axe and then pulling out the spear.
I'm going to keep going with my axe then.
Okay, sure.
So I'll go in for an extra attack. I rolled 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to hit. 4, 5, 6, 7 points of axe damage. And
so
then
3 points of axe damage.
I'm going to go in again. Yeah, I'm going to go in again with the same second level spell slot and then Divine Smite. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage. 2 heavy blows, and you can see that the power of the sun sword, the light coming off of the icon in Dog's Body's hand. Strahd is struggling against this power, seemingly overwhelmed, even trying to defend himself against these heavy blows, trying to parry them aside. the battle is you guys find yourselves really not struggling. Strahd, your blows strike him and you can see them hacking away at his undead flesh. He screams and howls in pain. Enraged, you can see this defiance from you. Remire.
Okay. I'm gonna use my crossbow and take 2 shots at Strahd, please.
Okay.
I got advantage, so I'll do that again. 15. Brilliant. Nope.
15 will not hit. So kind of like similar to before the tentacle, Strahd uses this sword, which he's not used against Jesper. Like, he's used the sword to like swipe the things out of the air, but then when it came to Jesper, he just like punched him and like grabbed him and stuff like that. Whereas at this time, he kind of knocks the crossbow bolt out of the air with the sword.
I'm gonna try again. 11.
Yes! With the advantage, however, so the second strike, you actually aim, you purposely almost miss, and where Strahd goes to parry where he thinks the blow is going to be, the shot coming in disguised by these glow plugs that were blinding Strahd catches him right in the neck.
Sweet! Awesome. Okay, so 1d6. I'm going to use my my gathered swarm to give myself 2d6. Damage.
Well, it's a crit as well, so you max those as well.
So 12 plus 2, 13, 14 plus 6, 20.
So 20 total?
Yeah, 20 total.
20 total, but that's all non-magical damage, right? That's all just weapon damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
half of that.
So it does, the bolt kind of sticks in a little way, and then Strahd kind of just grunts and it pops out of his neck, and you can see that the wound is not quite as deep as you would have liked it to be.
I'm going to move up next to Rose, up there. And that'll be my turn. Thank you.
Dog's body's up here as well. Move.
Sure. Oh yeah, I will move Dog's body up there as well. Perfect. Tom Meyer.
Ree, does that give you 2d6? Like, adds 2d6 to your roll? Because I think that's all you did for your attack roll.
I did 2d6. I did 1d6 for my standard damage, and then another d6
Oh,
for
okay.
Gathered Swarm.
Fair enough. Cool. I thought it was more. Well, I'm going to try my... as a bonus action, I'll try my Grasping Vine again. Why not? I'll try and pull him just further into the sunlight.
Sure. As a point, force movement won't provoke opportunity attacks. If you're hoping to like get Jesper and Dog's body free opportunity, it doesn't.
No, if anything, I just kind of want him in the middle of everyone rather than flying above or whatever he's doing. Sure. So yeah, I'll try that again. It's up, so I may as well. So he makes a dex save.
17.
Oh, it's closer, but not quite. Also, he disrespected the worms in the earth, so I'm going to send the worms in the earth after him. With giant insect, I'm making 3 giant spiders. I knew you would hate that one.
Add them to the initiative.
3 giant spiders who basically come after me. I think they come after me, or do they have to roll separately on the initiative? You tell me, Mark. Up to you.
I'm going to have them just go after you. So what? Do you remember what your initiative was? I think it's 12. I'm just going to put it here. Can you just look up what hit points they have, please?
They have hit points. 26 each.
26 each. I've got to write fucking 3 entries for these things.
Okay.
I've got to do these as like custom entries. 26.
Do you want to know what they're going to do? I can tell you what they're going to put them
in. What's their AC?
Oh, like 25. 14.
14.
I knew you were going to hate this. Thing is, the other option
I hate summoned things, but I'm using them, so it's fair enough.
10 giant centipedes. That was the alternate option.
No, thank you for using spiders. Yeah, okay. So 3 giant spiders, these little tiny spiders hanging off your body. You kind of throw them out, and they just enlarge. Oh, I've got to fucking find giant spiders.
I was wondering when that was going to click. Put markers on the thing as well.
You said less than the worms.
Oh, they're
in the
massive!
They're huge. They're huge. Yeah. And they are all, because that would be pretty much the end of my turn. They're all going to ranged weapon attack. Ranged weapon attack. They're going to web Strahd 3 times. And hopefully, so he has to make a DC 12 check.
Strain?
Do they get advantage?
It's not. If it's a saving throw, then advantage won't affect that.
Well, it is a ranged weapon attack. And then I guess after that, they make a strength check if I hit. So I guess they would have.
If you hit.
Well, the first one gets, oh my god,
24.
19 twice. The second one gets 13.
Misses.
And the
First
third one gets 23.
So 2 of them hit now, with their webs.
It makes 2 strength checks. Strahd
strength saving throws. 7 for the first one.
Wow.
And
he's restrained.
11. Yeah.
Twice. He's restrained twice.
These 3 spiders and these just strands of webs shoot up, kind of sticking him to the ground. Well, I guess he's maybe not on the ground. He's hovering like 5 feet, like a couple of feet off the ground. Close enough for him to melee attack the others. But yeah, these webs kind of like latch onto him and kind of like bring one of his arms down and grab his leg so he can't move around as easily. And restrains him.
Wow. And it also says recharge 5/6. So is that at the start of their turn?
So, yeah, on their turn, you have to roll a d6 for each one, and if you get a 5 or a 6, that ability recharges.
Nice. Hey, you're not the only one playing D&D combat on your own. It's me now, baby.
Strahd, surrounded by these webs, surrounded by this bright light. I'm going to have him take 20 points of radiant damage at the start of his turn. You can see that he's not regenerating any of this damage as well. All of these wounds, none of it's healing because it's all radiant damage. So he's just burning away. And you can see just this seething rage is beginning to build in him. And he just grits his teeth. I'm just going to read here. 150-foot range. 60-foot radius sphere. 60-foot radius sphere. That's quite a lot, isn't it?
That's pretty big.
What would that hit? 60 foot. That basically hits everyone, doesn't it?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
he just bellows, "No!" And waves of black discs kind of just spread out from him in all directions. I need every single thing, including the spiders, to make a Constitution saving throw as he casts Circle of Death. Con saving throws.
What's the number out of interest? Because that will speed this up.
Yeah, the DC is 19. So if you get a 19 or higher on a con save, you are going to take half damage. Otherwise, you're taking full damage.
God damn.
Guess we're gonna die.
It's time to go. We're gonna die.
Yeah, no one has passed so far. Wait, what's
I've
yours?
got 19.
So 19. So okay, so Dog's Body's taking half.
I'm just trying to see though, because I might have something that Jesper can have. I'm just trying to.
He should get your charisma bonus. He should get your charisma bonus. It's not going to help a 7.
Yes.
it's not going to. Irena.
No.
Let me roll for Irena. Irena fails. Ismark fails. Esmeralda fails. It's not as much damage as perhaps you are all afraid it is. But it is still some damage to everybody, which is nice.
It is nice.
That is 29 necrotic damage to everybody but Dog's Body. Dog's Body, that would be 14. No. And I believe if you are resistant to necrotic, that's 7.
Yeah.
So Spider's instantly gone. Instantly dead.
Are they?
Oh,
no. Aww. Is Strahd still restrained though?
I think he would be. The webs aren't it's not like a concentration spell. The webs are still there. He has to make a check to break free of them. The discs and necrotic damage, I'm not going to have them. Maybe like some of the webs rot away, but I'm going to keep him restrained for now. But yeah, these black discs just emerge everywhere. I've got to do. I just put these fucking spiders on my. I played myself.
If you want, I do have the AC and the HP of the webs.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I'm not going to do damage to the webs. Like it's fucking. necrotic damage. I'm not going to do that. Dog's body.
Rolled a 16 on my concentration check.
You're not going to completely destroy
fine.
my 4th level spell.
Yeah, good point. I've got to do 1 for mine. 10 for mine.
So I think that would be
fine, right?
fail then.
What are you concentrating on, Ree?
Fairy fire.
Is that a concentration spell?
Yeah.
I don't know. If it's got the C
I
next
thought
to
that
it.
was just an instant.
That's a concentration.
If Ree says it is, I trust Ree.
Well,
so the fairy fire will also dissipate.
I think it is anyway. Let me see.
Well, if it's not, it's fine. It's on Strahd, so...
It said it's duration concentration.
Then it's concentration.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, that's gone.
Yeah.
Chat is also saying it is, so I'm gonna take them.
Alrighty.
And the fact that you've read it, if it says duration concentration, it's a concentration spell. Might have been FAQ'd, Katie, like from when we used to play. It might have been updated to be like maybe it was an error or something. It wasn't concentration before. Cool. So we watch as.
Sorry. In response, can I cast Hellish Rebuke on Strahd?
If you have a reaction and you have taken damage, I believe that yes, you may cast Hellish Rebuke.
I would like to do that, please. I need a dex save throw from Strahd, please.
Well, do you know what? He's restrained, which means he has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, I believe. So the first one is a 22, and the second one is a 25.
I forgot we could do that.
Okay.
So it's half damage. He takes damage, but it's half damage. 3d10 fire damage.
I think it's 2. Let me just double check.
No, it's definitely 3 because we have this with Juto. Like you actually cast it at 2nd level as a tiefling, so it's 3d10.
Okay.
Do you want to do it as well, other Maya? Both Mayas
why
activating
not?
at the same time. Yeah.
Why not? Let's go big. Let's just explode real quick.
Yeah.
16 is the lowest.
Oh, great. Wait, what is it to pass this? A 10. Okay.
So he's going to take half. So 9 points of damage from Tom Meyer, and then what was that? 24 from Ree Meyer. You guys watch as these flames, these like black flames, because it's fire damage from you guys, representing the kind of fury of the earth, maybe kind of erupting from the ground. When the fire strikes Strahd, it is not as effective as it should be. And in fact, some of the fire seems to almost be sucked into these open wounds that he has. Kind of gets sucked in. So that's going to be, we just say 24 plus 9 is going to be 33. Half of 33 is 16. Half of that is 8 points of fire damage. But yeah, you just watch as these black discs erupt. Those of you who are near Irena collapses to her knees and she's barely standing. You can see she's like, you can see like this black kind of ill sickness kind of almost spreading through her chest. Like she is very hurt from that spell. And in fact, it's Irena's turn next. She is going to... Does anybody else look super hurt? Irena is the type to heal others before herself.
I'm okay. I had kind of 10 HP.
Okay.
I'm good.
Nickelodeon. Yeah, in that case, she'll cast a 2nd level healing word on herself. As a bonus action. 7 hit points. Oh, you go, Irena.
What's your HP?
Yes, but it's just like...
Why in the question of does anyone look super hurt? Did you say
I was
silent?
reading my spells, I didn't hear. And I put a hand up when he was looking away. So.
Well, why would you put a hand up? We have microphones. Just say, me, I'm dying, heal me.
He's already cast healing word on
in
herself.
that case, 7 points of healing to Jesper. Irena would heal others before she heals herself. So you get 7 points of healing, Jesper. And she just kind of stumbles back and kind of braces herself against the stone.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I think that she can't really do that much else. Her cantrips are all like illusions and stuff like that. So she's just going to kind of try and ready herself. Rose, we go to next.
Hello. Can I, plus, take a couple of shots at Strahd with a couple of magic arrows, please?
Mm-hmm.
Schmidt themed, am I right?
Rolling off. What?
Is it
Yeah.
themed?
I don't know. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
That will be, what was it saying? 7 damage for my arrow plus 6 for Slayer's Prey.
So 13, halved would be 6.
And that's magic arrows.
Oh. So another 6.
Plus 1 arrows.
Another 1.
And
okay. So this arrow, the magic arrow kind of... you see it digs into Strahd fully now.
20 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
8 points of damage, huh? So, as Rose's arrow pierces into Strahd's flesh, you can see multiple wounds from the radiant, the burning flames. Strahd looks more injured than you've ever seen him, as this arrow strikes him, piercing into his chest, not into his heart, but near enough. You just see the air beginning to heat around Strahd immensely. There is this distant rumbling that seems to spread through the ground. No, you will not end me here. Not until I have escaped this prison. Not until I have had my revenge. No. He explodes in flame. Every ounce of fury and rage, and you hear the wailing of hundreds of souls around him, and he bursts with fire. Dog's Body and Jesper, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws, as he is going to activate his mythic trait, Symphony of the Night.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, cool.
Is it just those two? Not anyone else?
You get +3.
So, actually, it's 30 feet radius from him. So, no, it's not. Maya, Esmeralda, Rose, and Remire as well. I need you guys to make dex saving throws. The only people that don't is Ismark and Irena.
And me too.
The DC is 19. Everybody.
Oh my god.
I got 19 exact.
Okay, so half damage. Half damage.
Trot, you get +3.
21, yeah.
I will roll for Esmeralda. Esmeralda fails. Actually, no. Is he immune to fire?
What if Ismark is the only one that survives at the end?
He will be at this rate.
Probably.
So Jesper with Dog's
achievement.
Body's thing. Dog's Body, your bonus is going to make Jesper a success, right? Because he's going to get to over 18.
+3, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, Rose and Jesper, you both managed to kind of throw yourselves to the side. You're still going to take half damage from this as these waves of flames just erupt. It's
I have a
DC
resistance
19.
to fire damage.
Oh, you do? Yeah, cool.
Me too.
Dog's Body?
Or defense.
Does my interception thing still go off for Jesper?
What's the exact wording? Because it's
When you
normally under a
see a
weapon attack, I see.
When a creature you see hits a target other than you,
So hits
within
a target.
5 feet of you,
Yeah.
you can use your
So-
reaction to reduce the damage.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
like to
I
see
get
it as I just throw myself in front of him.
Kim.
like-
So it doesn't work, unfortunately, because it's when
Okay.
it's hit by an attack. This is a saving throw ability.
Got it.
So it would work if this was a melee attack or even a ranged spell like a Disintegrate or a Ray of Frost or something like that, because it's on hit. When a creature is hit by an attack, this is a spell effect. So unfortunately, interception won't work. But you still throw yourself in front of him, and that's the aura saving throw, right? Like you're kind of throwing yourself in front of Jesper. He's ducking behind you to try and reduce the damage he's taking. But this flame just erupts out. As a note, Strahd heals to full when this happens. You see all of his wounds close up. You see every wound
Son of a
close.
biscuit.
And the sunlight does not seem to be as effective anymore. So I'm just going to...
Oh no!
No wonder you were smiling this whole time.
I mean, yeah. I don't know what you want. So,
know what you
in
want.
terms of
I don't know
damage,
what
I've
you
still got to
want.
roll the I've still got to roll the damage. Actually, I forgot about that. So
can
half
forget
damage
about
to Rose, Jesper, and the Maya because you have fire
I got
resistance.
19. I
did
got
you?
19.
Okay, in that case, and then to Doug's body as well. So the only person taking full damage in this, I believe, is Esmeralda. Everybody else is taking half.
Who was...
it's not too bad.
Very...
Okay.
So it's 6 points of fire damage. 13 to Esmeralda.
Thank God she healed me and not herself.
Just being on the very cusp of it. And that all happens as Rose's arrow impacts into him. And you just see him kind of erupt in these flames. Rose, anything else?
I think that Rose would probably run across to Irena. Because she sees that she's really badly hurt. So she'll just... That's my movement.
All right.
But I've taken all of my other action.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Strahd is going to use one of his new legendary actions. As he activates his mythic trait, new legendary actions become available.
He's evolved!
He has literally evolved. You see him now standing. All that rage has gone. And he becomes this the cold, calculated vampire lord that you've seen before.
All that rage.
His eyes, however, glow like red flames. He looks up and he just gestures with his fingers, and the sword in its scabbard flies out on its own, and he sends it directly towards the Maya. He does. This is a legendary action. He's going to command his dancing sword as the dancing sword flies directly for the Maya.
And now he has a shield. Also, he's turned into a wolf.
19 to hit.
Me, Maya.
Yep, Tom Maya.
Yeah, that hits me, Maya.
You're going to take 11 points of slashing damage plus 11 points of necrotic damage for 22 total.
Oh my god, necrotic!
As this thing like slices you across the body, like leaving this black trail as the sword slashes across your form.
Damn. That's smart. Cool as hell,
Esmeralda. Esmeralda is going to use as much of her movement as she can to... Yep, she can just about do it. Esmeralda's going to throw herself to the side of the pathway, kind of sprinting, holding aside. She sprints aside and then leaps through the air, channels lightning down one hand, and is going to shoot a lightning bolt out at Strahd as her 3rd level spell.
Cute.
Strahd stat block. It's so long I have to scroll. However, he dodges to the side, and most of it kind of passes him. He's going to take half damage from this.
Okay. Still, lightning bolt though.
Lightning bolt for 29, so halved is going to be 14. And the lightning does seem to affect him. You can see that the lightning kind of glances along his side, but there's not a twist of rage or a hint of anger, just annoyance as he looks down and then looks over in Esmeralda's direction. Ah, you. Van Richten's child. I shall enjoy making you suffer as I did your master. That's Esmeralda's turn. Is Mark the Lesser is
Here
still
we go, boys.
fighting the demon who I forgot about on Strahd's turn? It's okay.
We
I'll
all
have
kind
him
of forgot
go
about him too.
after Ismark. I'll just have the demon go after Ismark. Ismark is gonna fight this demon. Let's go. Silver flail is a miss. Second attack is a miss. Hatchet is a miss.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
It's too strong.
This is ridiculous.
Would
the demon...
Would
the demon have taken-
on him?
But would it have taken the damage from the Circle of Death or whatever that you did?
No.
Fire? No, nothing. Okay,
No.
never mind.
Doesn't take any of it. Nope. Almost like
I wonder where
Strahd
he
use
got
spells
this.
that won't affect his minion.
Yeah.
The demon is going to attack Ismark 3 times. It just like
Honestly,
turns on Ismark like this annoyance. And
after
he's
his
just going
performance in the last couple combats, I don't care about this achievement anymore. It's not worth it. What is it, like 10 games?
The first attack is a miss. The demon. Oh no, 17 just hits. In fact, actually. So the first attack is going to hit Ismark. The second attack misses. Ismark manages to defend him off with the hand axe, and then the third attack is going to hit. So first attack against Ismark. D12 plus 9. That's going to be 17 points of damage, followed by 16 points of damage, which is going to be 20, 30, 33 points of damage total. Ismark goes down. These two attacks do enough to the thing shoves its trident. He just kind of I'm sorry, my friends, I failed you. And he just collapses to the ground. Gotta make it kind of bad. And yeah, he just falls to the ground. Anyway, brand new turn, Jesper. The webs, by the way, were burnt away as Strahd exploded with fire.
Patting down the embers of fire on his clothing, looking back at Ismark, just novelty swinging and then going down. No, we can't lose. And he will swing with his big old sun sword, two-handed. Huh. 26. I'll roll again just in case. 15. So the top one is 17 radiant, please.
17 points of radiant damage.
Might bardic flourish this one actually as well with an extra d8, so an extra 7 points of damage on that.
Yes, interesting. What damage would that be? Would that be more radiant damage, or would that just be
blade?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, all right, sure, I'll take that.
In fact, it's
7 points
double,
of more
right?
damage.
Triple.
It's not double. It's definitely not double.
Triple.
The Sunblade kind of again swipes, and it leaves like this crimson mark along Strahd's cheek, and he just kind of glances around it.
With extra attack, do I get to do another bardic inspiration, or is it only the original attack? It says
it's
it's as a bonus action, so never mind.
There you go.
Okay, so just another straight attack then.
Oh, no advantage, by the way, Trot. You don't have advantage against him anymore. Don't forget.
All right,
no fairy fire.
I took the top one anyway. 23 to hit and 14 radiant.
Hits. Yeah, these are big Strahd. The fact that Jesper hasn't missed an attack against Strahd is doing big damage to this guy.
Charred. He is burnt. He's just swinging with every ounce that he's got left. Like big arcing, like tired swings. Very Kylo Ren after injured fight in Force Awakens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just thinking about that.
He's punching his side.
Sorry, how much damage?
2 million. 14.
14 points.
2,014,000. Damn.
At the end of your turn, Jesper, Strahd is going to use another legendary action. There's quite a few more.
It's going to be a good one. He tanking.
Yeah, he with his one, because he's using almost like one hand to control the sword that's flown out from him. With the other one, a single orange bead lights up, and he drops it on you and Dog's body. Basically,
cool.
He's gonna just as a fireball goes off. I need you both to make dex saving throws, please.
I love this.
11.
12,
Even
13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah.
All right, you're both taking full damage from this one, unfortunately.
Can you roll
8d6?
under a 9?
Oh,
35 points of fire damage.
That is a big fireball.
You're on 2. Jesper's down.
Very down.
Dog's body's on 2 hit points, is that?
Concentration check. 7 concentration, so the Shield of Faith goes as well.
Well, not that it was much use against a fireball, yeah. Technically, it would still be on your body because it's not your spell, so it would have still been active on your unconscious form.
On my charred body.
Just as it dissipates. That was the end of Jesper's turn. Better than I ever did Dog's body. It's your turn.
I am going to, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny. I am going to kneel down, place a hand on Jesper. Not yet, brother. And lay on hands for 30 points.
Okay, thank you.
All you have done is buy him time.
I've done what is right.
Did better than
Anything else, Dog's Body?
Tatiana.
I believe that's your action. Oh, he doesn't care about Tatiana anymore.
I mean,
she's
a heel.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about
Paladin's surprisingly good, yeah. A second level healing word, not so much.
I don't think I have any bonus healing, so that's it for me. I'm gonna go die now.
Remire, followed by Tom Meyer.
Okie dokie. I am going to do Zephyr Strike. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike on myself, and I'm going to go full speed mode. I'm going to run up to Strahd, pull out my sword, and make 2 melee attacks against Strahd, please.
Okay.
13, 18 for the first one.
18 is just barely going to hit him, yeah.
Oh, incredible. Okay, nice. So I'm going to do... oh my god. I didn't expect this was going to happen. So that's the weapon damage, 7 damage, and then the Zephyr Strike force damage, 1d8 of force damage on that one. 6. So
Give me a
7
total
plus
there.
6. 7 plus 6 is 13.
They both
So,
Yes.
and then halved because it's not magic, 6 points.
Well, the force is, right?
Oh yeah, force damage would be. So
Just 8.
I'll just do... Yeah, I'll do the full 6 and then I'll do half the normal damage. There you go.
Cool beans.
So the Zephyr Strike, you plunge the sword in, and it kind of like gets through the armor, but trying to like dig it in, he moves so lightning quick that it, you kind of scrape the blade and it doesn't quite have the purchase that you want it to. Second attack.
Again. Oh, not quite
There
as
it
good.
is.
8.
Yeah, this one, he just like grabs your arm and throws you to the side, kind of like, and you stumble to like grab your footing.
I'm gonna skedaddle another up here. Out of the way.
Stab, gotta go fast!
Pretty much.
As you come spiraling around. Amazing. Tom
I
Meyer.
love Zephyr Strike.
I want to... Oh, I mean, I'm gonna... use my graspy vine thing on the sword. I want it just out of my way. I know he can fly it again, but whatever. So I'll just yank that sword.
Alright, give me a
In
second.
fact-
I gotta look up the stats.
I want my vine to wield it. How
let's
cool
see.
would that be? I want to use the sword in my graspy vine. Please. Sir. Mark?
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how this works because the dancing sword. Okay, I mean, so what is it normally? A dex saving throw?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna use Strahd's stats because he's the one controlling the blade, and there's no like the dancing sword itself doesn't have a stat, so I'm gonna use Strahd's dex save on this basically.
Sure. Well, it's 15, so he's probably going to get like
15.
20 million.
I got 15. I got
okay.
15.
Well, great.
So
well,
the sword kind of very nimbly kind of whips out to the side.
Either way, he was probably just going to move it back and attack me with it next turn anyway. I then want to do a hold person on Strahd. He'll probably pass
Sure.
it. Wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15. So, haha, I rolled a natural 1, plus 8 is 9.
Great.
Chris Trott, I'm going to use one of Strahd's legendary resistances
Yep. Yeah.
to automatically succeed.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
a
proud.
particular point of contention for poor Chris Trott, but yeah, you try and grip with the magic around him, trying to freeze Strahd in place, and he just looks at you with these flaming eyes. No.
Oh. I've also totally forgot about my Halo of Spores, so I'm just going to do 1d6 to the Fiend. 5 damage
Okay.
to that thing.
Fine. Okay.
I could have
nice.
been
Fine.
doing that this entire time, BT dubs.
Sure. Well, let's. How about Tom? I'll just do 10 damage to him. We'll just call it that. How about that?
I'll take it.
Sure.
What about 15?
Well, no, I don't care about I care about Strahd. I don't care about the fucking demon that he summoned. That was literally there to try and just do extra damage.
Maybe I rolled really well.
The action economy. Maybe it's not, but sure. Is that the end of your turn?
That's it. That's me.
Cool. Strahd looks down at these two warriors before him, one of which is clutching this hateful symbol. The other one is clutching this weapon, but is, knocked down to the ground and injured. And yeah, he is going to swoop down. Well, I'll use his bonus action first to attack the Maya with the dancing sword. So I'll use that first as he gestures with a hand and the sword swipes at the Maya. That's a 29 to hit the Maya.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Maya, this is. For only 6 points of slashing, but 14 points of necrotic for 20 damage total.
What the hell? Okay, I'm down.
All right, the Maya's down.
I didn't expect you to hit that hard.
Dog's body. He looks down, and he is going to make an unarmed strike against Dog's body. I have rolled so badly on his unarmed strikes to grab stuff. So he reaches down to grab you by the throat, Dog's body, and just with the last of your strength, you manage to kind of fend him off. I'm going to use his second attack to try and do it again. Okay, of course I roll a fucking natural 21. I want to grapple. So he grabs you. He grabs you by the throat. You are grappled by him, and he just lifts you up. That is the end of his turn, technically, this round. He does have a legendary action coming up. The demon is going to turn on... Oh, everything around him's dead. So it's going to go for Remire, the biggest threat that it can see. Remire, 3 attacks at you. This is
roll, buckaroo.
First one, 29.
Yep.
Second one, 30.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Last one, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the first damage roll. That's going to be 11 damage.
Alrighty. Yep, cool.
Second damage roll is 20 damage.
Rad. Awesome. Cool, I'm down.
Third one is another 20. Oh, you're down? Okay. Well, did you go down on the second attack, Maya?
Yes, I did.
That's 2 death saving throws, because if you were down on the second one, he hits you with the third attack. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. So you go down, and then the trident comes down as a final kind of blow.
Whoa! Amazing. I love it.
Oh, fuck. Who would Irena save here?
Probably her brother
Ismark.
over the two gross.
The thing is so Tom and Ree, is that because I want, obviously you guys are player characters, right? I want you guys to have fun.
Dude,
but Irena probably would
big
save Ismark.
She would save her brother. Yeah.
Wouldn't accept
Get
the
the
law.
cheese.
As long as you're okay with that. As long
Yeah,
as you're okay with that.
No way she would save us.
No,
No,
she
no way.
wouldn't. She really wouldn't. So she calls out Ismark, and Ismark he barely gets up.
Ismark!
At the end of Irena's turn, Irena is also she's just going to kind of position herself as behind Rose as best she can, pulling out her rapier, but there's really just not much she can do here. She's not really much of a fighter. She's just desperately trying to heal up, using these minor healing spells. At the end of Irena's turn, Dog's body, Strahd's going to use his legendary actions to
Crunch.
crunch.
You gonna crunch me.
One incapacitated creature. He has advantage.
Jesus Christ, Kim's feeding.
Let's see if he gets through your armor. That was a fucking natural 1 on my first attack against Dog's body.
Yeah.
He does have advantage.
Oh.
That one.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, that will hit. Yes, Mark, I can confirm that will hit me.
That can confirm. So that's going to be 6 points of damage plus 12 points of damage. That's necrotic damage. You are unconscious. The target's hit point maximum.
I have resistance to necrotic, so I don't know if that helps.
Okay, so that's 6 points of necrotic. It's not matter because you're down anyway. Strahd heals. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 6. So your actual hit point maximum is reduced by 6. This doesn't kill you. It doesn't kill him permanently because it's the hit point maximum has to be reduced to 0. But Strahd does heal a little bit. Also, it's a nice bit of flavor. Like he would like pick you up, like and blood just kind of drips down his chin as he throws Dog's body's body to the side.
Yeah.
I'm quite sweet.
Whereabouts?
I don't know. Like he had him grappled, so away from Jesper.
Wherever.
He throws him behind. He throws him behind him.
I shouldn't have said anything.
In fact, he's going to throw him like 10 feet. Now you've said that, he like throws Dog's body's body.
Ow!
10 feet behind him.
Ow!
You're throwing him.
Onto the moon.
Son of a bitch.
Rose. That was at the end of Irena's turn. Rose.
That's metagaming, that is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I am going to cast.
You're up. You've got hit points.
Me?
No, I'm talking. I'm yelling
Jesper.
at Strahd, don't worry. Yeah.
I'm going to cast Zephyr's Strike, and then hang on. I'm messing up on roll 20.
So fast.
10, 15, 20.
Catch me.
I'm gonna cast level 1 Cure Wounds on Meyer.
Okay.
Thank you. And then that was 20. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I'm freaking off down here. Please. Thank you.
How many hit points to Ree?
Language.
That will be. Actually, no, I'll do level 2 for you.
Sure. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Huh?
8 points.
8
All right.
hit
Heals.
points.
Dog's body.
Right, but it's something.
Can tell me about it.
Does the sunlight move with my body? So
Yes.
the thing is still the icon is still.
I would say that like
radiating.
you were gripping that with every ounce of strength. So even though you're unconscious, like your body's still gripping it. I'm not gonna have like anything.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
lame.
so the
healing
sunlight
in
needs
this
to move
sunlight.
with my bod.
You're not healing. No, it doesn't heal you.
He's healing in the
No.
sunlight.
He heals.
No, he's not healing, but he's also that burning damage isn't happening anymore. He's not taking damage from the sunlight,
Oh,
but
I
he's
thought you
not
said he
regenerating.
healed.
No.
He healed from
when he
drinking my
bit
blood.
Dog's body. Yeah, he healed when he
Right.
drank
Yeah.
Dog's body's blood. Yeah, that was
My
that was
blood's
what
that
he
So
healed.
sweet, yo.
A
sunlight's
tiny,
not-
tiny amount.
Right.
6 hit
The sunlight's stopping him from regenerating as well. Like the radiant damage and sunlight stopping him from regenerating. You can see that, however, this fire, this red fire in his eyes, and it's almost like there's heat emissions all over his skin that's almost like protecting him from the sunlight. Like it's like a defensive barrier around him.
He made a
That's
he made a
gross.
deal.
Yeah. Rose, everything done?
Yeah, so Zephyr's Strike is a bonus action, and then Cure Wounds is an action, and then I moved.
Technically, you wouldn't have been able to do that because it's not a cantrip. If you cast a spell as a bonus action, you can't cast a spell as an action. We'll forget about it this turn, but next, just remember that you can't bonus action and action cast a spell unless one's a cantrip. It's you can't double cast in the same turn. That's all right. It's fine. So that was Rose's turn. Esmeralda will rush towards Strahd, and you can see that she has her kind of glittering hand axe, and then this kind of silvered short sword. She's actually going to drop the silvered short sword and pulls a wooden stake out from her hand, and she's going to wield that as like a secondary weapon. She's just like, "Die, monster!" And she's going to try and rush towards him.
Someone use me as a stake.
So, with her hand axe, the first attack is going to be a hit. The second attack, however, is going to be a miss. The stake, I'll do a little bit differently. So the hand axe is going to do 5 points of damage to Strahd. And then she kind of thrusts the stake forward. I'm not going to have her roll because Strahd's stronger than she is. She goes to thrust it into his chest, and he just catches her arm, and he just holds Esmeralda's hand at bay. He grips it until the point where she's like, "Ah!" She like shrieks in pain. The stake falls from her hand and drops down to the ground next to you, Jesper. And you guys can all see this kind of like wooden stake with like a silver tip. And then he just kind of knocks Esmeralda back. He's just kind of just like, enough of your games, child. I'm nearly done here. So he did 2 legendary actions to do the bite. He'll make an attack against Esmeralda. Actually, he will just backhand her with his legendary action. He's gonna be a hit for 10 plus another 18 points of damage to her. So he just like as she rushes up and he just grabs her, throws his stake out her hand, and he just backhands her, sending her reeling. Is Mark.
Let's go.
Let go.
Woo!
Is Mark. He's gonna dash around the side.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So he was here.
Look at him go.
He can't heal.
He's too fast though. Where's he going? Can't predict him.
He like combat rolls to the side. He charges forward, and he's seen Esmeralda drop this stake. So he's gonna he drops his like normal hand axe, and he's gonna grab that stake in his final hand.
Crap.
And he's now gonna try and use this as a weapon. But first, 2 flail attacks. Here we go. Ismark against Strahd. Monster! First attack is a miss. The second attack is a hit.
Let's go, Ismark. Let's go.
4. That's not bad as well. That's 10 points of damage.
Can the entire battle stop just to go, yes, Ismark! Yes!
I wake up for a second.
I'm going to have Ismark make a strength test versus Strahd as he tries to plunge this stake into his chest. Now, Rose would know that a stake won't kill a vampire like Strahd, but it might paralyze him or force him to retreat, basically. So Ismark, 15 plus 3, 18. Strahd.
Not bad.
Plus 5, 20. He gets it. It's like an inch. It's like a centimeter away from Strahd's heart, and Strahd just grabs Ismark by the throat and just lifts him up. What do you think you were going to accomplish here, boy? What world do you think that you could ever do anything to me? And he just squeezes, and you just watch Ismark. No! That's where we're going to end today's session.
The achievement.
So in Castlevania, when
I'm dying.
He just says he missed. So this isn't my actual
I'm on my way.
Castlevania RPG.
What?
I want to play an actual Castlevania RPG, and you got the line wrong. So.
Oh, did I? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well
Sorry. I
Fuck
don't know what you want from me. I've got a hefty job of converting all the initiatives and hit points and stuff like that, so I've got it for next week. But yeah, we'll try and finish things off. Yeah.
Oh my god!
So where are we currently at? So we have Tom Meyer
I'm dead.
is still down.
I'm dead. I'm down.
Dog's body's down.
And thrown away.
Jesper is up, but on about 30 hit points. Meyer is up, but on low hit points. Irena's on low hit points. Ismark's on low hit points. Esmeralda's pretty low now as well. Strahd, you can see that after this transformation, he is injured. Like you can still see, the blows he's taken since that explosion of fire. They haven't healed. Like these are fresh wounds, and there's significant damage, but all of that sort of like rage and fury is gone, and he's almost like not responding to the wounds. Don't know where things stand.
Well, pretty close to a TPK from the looks of things. Pretty close.
Woo!
Nah.
Just you
You
wait.
never know how it's going to go.
Just you wait. Maya's coming back. He's going to spend a spell slot and lose it in turn 1. After he just blasts those spiders away.
I like.
I mean,
someone.
If it helps, Tom, I was very annoyed that I went to all the effort of adding spiders to the initiative, adding spiders to the map, and then I just
Knew what was
immediately
coming.
killed them all.
It's the little victories. It's the little victories.
Sorry, Kim,
I like
what were
the
you going to
idea
say?
in chat. Someone had an idea in chat that the fiend that he summoned was Zeros.
No, I'm
No, it wouldn't be Zeros. It's a cool idea.
Zeros is like a little tiny minion of nothing.
Yeah, he's a little
No, that's Ziki.
He's not powerful enough.
Yeah, Ziki was the little tiny imp. Ziki's the imp, and then Zeros was the bearded devil, I believe he got transformed into.
Yeah. I got time for something real cool. Not Ziki.
All right.
All right.
I did work for Asmodeus. Quite a bit of work for him. I deserve it.
I didn't do any. You dragged me into your mess.
Exactly. That's why you're a gross little wing thing. I was dragged into your mess as well.
I dragged everybody into my mess.
There was a lot of mess.
Strahd is in his mythic form.
What? Sorry.
Somehow.
You can't just throw that form in there, you son of a gun.
Hello.
Symphony of the Night.
Yeah. Well, as you well know, Krezk, the base standard Strahd isn't actually very scary. He's actually quite defeatable, especially if you have the icons and the sun sword and stuff like that. So
and a bag full of twig blights.
And a bag. Well, even then, you don't even need that. Honestly, the sun sword and the symbol of Ravenloft completely just wipe him out. So I had to give him a little something.
I was expecting something else to happen, which might still happen, but we'll see.
Maybe.
Great. Now I'm scared.
Now you get scared.
Turns into a T-Rex.
Scared. All right, I've got my notes, so I'm good.
All right,
Tommy.
cool. Well. We had a donation from Brian Indigo for $5 dues, and they say, okay, so now each of my spiders is going to cast Contour Fey. Each of those Fey is going to cast Conjure Beast. Each of those beasts is going to take the noble background, so they each get 3 retainers. Everyone takes the grapple action, but in Pathfinder. And that's the end of the donation.
Lovely little D&D joke that most people won't understand.
Thank you very much. Brian Indigo, we had a donation from Varys as well. $10 dues. No message, as per usual. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm trying to open something at the same time. Also, a donation from Nightjar. Happy official 3rd birthday to Erois. Yes, indeedy. Lovely. Is what the message said. It said, don't ask how it was spelled. It wasn't. She actually said, love you dorks. And I panicked. And also, we had a raid from Krusty Doggo, Erois' 3rd birthday. And
thank you.
Only Gary or Gray, GRY. Thank you for the raids. And that is the lot. TYVM.
Lovely. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, thanks very much for joining us, everybody. We'll be back for more D&D stuff on... He loves those transitions. He loves them. We'll be back on Sunday for Erois, which is our main sort of D&D game. If you don't watch that, if you only watch Curse of Strahd, why? Come and watch Erois.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Come watch the big show, the pay-per-view, the special event.
It's a big call.
We'll chase it like a dog. Yeah, come on, watch Erois. There might be a Chaos Twins. You never know. That's the nature of chaos. Is there a Chaos Twins? Is there not a Chaos Twins? We don't know. They don't know. You don't know. Chaos.
No, stop that.
Oh my god.
Too good. Yeah. I think that's it. So thanks for joining us for this epic battle against Mega Strahd. Nega Strahd is next. You guys defeat him, and then he becomes Nega Strahd, and you have to beat him at DDR. Yeah,
and then DDR.
Throw in a tornado as well.
Dance Revolution.
Throw a tornado in there as well, so it's like Strahdnado.
Strahdnado. No, the tornado comes along and then takes you to Oz, and then you have to fight the Wicked Witch, and then it was all a dream. Yeah, you wake up in Strahd, your evil
HD
uncle.
2.5 remix. Dream
Mega Mix. No, what would it be? It'd be like Zemnad or something like that. You have to fight Strahd's nobody. Little Kingdom Hearts joke for you there, everyone.
Oh, why not?
The layers. It keeps going.
I mean, they did that with
vampires are like onions.
Alucard, it's Dracula backwards.
Man, let me tell you something. The fucking dancing sword. Like I knew that as soon as I put it in, Tom was gonna be like, ah.
Yep.
So
I was thinking
cool.
it too. Yeah.
It's so fun.
I love it.
Cool. Yeah,
I love it.
cool. Nice. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Take
Thank
care.
you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Happy birthday,
Bye.
Rois Sunday. Bye.
Happy birthday, Rowan.
Bye.